Hello there. China seems to be tying itself in knots while berating other countries over their responses to the invisible enemy. Firstly, please subscribe and like this video to give my channel a boost, and I'm always uploading new content, so please do check back daily. It seems that the Chinese state machinery has berated one country for going into lockdown and is also now taking the UK to task for thinking about lifting its lockdown. The Deputy Prime Minister of New Zealand, Winston Peters, who is also the country's Foreign Affairs Minister, has claimed that China told his country not to go into lockdown, and also that New Zealand was overreacting to the global health crisis. Talking on a Stuff podcast, Mr. Peters said that he discussed this with his Chinese counterpart, who asked why New Zealand was locking down, which it did on the 25th of March. And it seems that Beijing was not at all happy about this. The answer the New Zealand politician gave was that New Zealand needed to look after its own people, and that was that. And also remember that China managed to persuade the EU to water down a report on narratives and disinformation surrounding the invisible enemy. As a result of pressure exerted by China, references to China running a global disinformation campaign were dropped from the report, when it had originally said, China has continued to run a global disinformation campaign to deflect blame for the outbreak of the pandemic and improve its international image. Both overt and covert tactics have been observed. Anyway, after giving New Zealand a hard time for locking down and overreacting, suddenly it's turning its criticism on the UK for starting to lift its lockdown. In an opinion piece in the Chinese state-controlled news outlet Global Times, it says that the UK wasted time in combating the invisible enemy when everyone else, including China, was hard at it. And referring to a piece in The Guardian by Simon Tisdall calling the UK the sick man of Europe, it also said, Boris on Sunday revealed his plan to bring the UK lockdown to an end and get the country back to work, apparently prioritising concerns about economic damage over virus control. So the UK ending lockdown is now bad as far as China is concerned. And it also said, scholarly analyses have all suggested that the UK government's response to the crisis was as flippant and ill-prepared as that of the US, although both had sufficient time, many scientific warnings and examples of other countries. And it points to the US as the worst and the UK as the second worst. So, by shutting down, China says you're overreacting, and by not locking down, or if you're thinking of lifting a lockdown, you're flippant. Do those in Beijing not realise that despite its best efforts, and the best efforts of some in our Western governments, most of us outside China can still get hold of most of the news? Now, according to Wiki, the Global Times is a daily tabloid newspaper under the auspices of the Chinese Communist Party's People's Daily Newspaper, i.e. a Beijing-controlled Chinese state propaganda mouthpiece. And Wiki also says, the Global Times has been one of several state-run agencies propagating disinformation related to the 2019-20 coronavirus pandemic through targeted Facebook ads. So to sum up, Beijing wanted the world open as the invisible enemy emerged, but now it wants the world in lockdown as the economic fallout starts to really bite. But while we are all still distracted from what's going on in the wider world, China has also been very active militarily in the South China Sea, and that's worthy of a video in its own right. With the Japan Times reporting that the Chinese military is planning to conduct a large-scale landing drill off Hainan Island in the South China Sea in August to simulate the possible seizure of the Taiwanese-held Pratas Island in the future. Chinese sources familiar with the matter have said. And as far as I know, the UK government still hasn't ditched that Huawei 5G deal. Anyway, if you want to hear more from me, please don't forget to subscribe and also press that little bell, or you won't get any notifications. And if you want to see more of me, buy a mug with my mug on it. So what do you think about this? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. And thank you very much for watching.